Man, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't know your dad became a park ranger.
Yeah.
Was it also easy for your mom to come in? Did she speak English?
It was harder for my mom, you know.
Mm.
My mom didn't really. She knows English, but it's still that choppy English,
Mm-hmm.
choppy English, choppy, Mongish, So
Mongolish? Mongolish?
Monglish, so it's still hard for her, but she understands it like completely now, just when she speaks, you can definitely hear that Asian accent.
Yeah, that's Mongolish.
Yeah.
Ingarish. Ingarish is what it's officially called on Urban Dictionary, I believe.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, English. It's hard. I mean, I graduated with an English major, and or
Yeah.
English. I graduated with an English major. I was an English major, and I graduated an English degree. That's what I meant to say, not whatever English thing I just said. But it will slip out. It's you have to be really thinking about it from time to time because when you're tired, your body kind of goes with the flow, or your body goes whatever feels natural.
Hmm.
So there'll be times when I'm super tired and I'll just either slur my words or make it sound super Asian. Like this one
Yeah.
time I was in the drive-through and my friends asked me what I wanted and I was like, I want the number one. And then people were like, what'd you just say? I was like, number one. And that just kind of happens, it
Yeah.
sucks. But I'm glad that your parents, they transitioned pretty easy because
Yeah.
I know that a lot of immigrants have a hard time blending in or have a hard time adapting
Yeah.
to American culture, especially during that wartime, because there was still a lot of animosity against Asians,
Oh
even
yeah.
back on American soil.
Hmm.
Uh,
So yeah,
did they?
it, what happened? But
Oh, sorry. I was asked like if they face any animosity or any kind of hate crimes or anything like that.
not that I know of. I'm pretty sure it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure my dad would not want to throw that. Well, we were kids. He doesn't want to be like, oh, this white person did this, or
Mm-hmm.
So he kept it, you know, very very like he kept it very DL. He didn't want us to experience all that. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure he's just protecting us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to experience all that.
Well, that's good. I'm a little curious because I know Visalia has a history. Vasilia's history is kind of rooted with a lot of racism, especially
Hmm.
with the Klan history in
Yeah.
the late 1920s and
Hmm.
early 1930s. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
that's what I
Klan
heard of too.
activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in like the late 1990s, dude, there were. I think one of the Grand Wizards wanted to make Visalia a home base of the Klan, but then a bunch of
Hmm.
protests
Yeah.
kicked them out. I'm glad that your parents didn't have to go through that because some people do, and it's just sometimes somebody dies, and that's rather unfortunate.
Yep. Especially especially if it
Yeah,
has to be a hate crime too. Yeah, that'll
hmm
be tough. Yeah.
it's tough, but that's good. So, your dad and your mom came with one son already.
Yes, my oldest brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then so they came with the pictures I sent you. It was my grandma, my dad, my mom, my oldest brother, my dad's sister, and my dad's like brother's son.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much first cousin. So them six all came at once, and they moved to San Diego.
With
Yeah.
San Diego.
Hmm. So, but
Yeah.
after that, it was just they lived in San Diego for quite a while, um, before we moved to Porterville.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, my dad still loves San Diego, especially growing up there. Loves the zoo. He loves Black Beach, Nude Beach. So he'll always tell us, "Oh, it's over here. Let's go,
Yeah.
or let's go to Mexico. It's just right across right there. So
Yes. Yes. I know about Mexico. Yes, it's a nice place.
so my dad loves it.
Yeah.
He had to move out here just for his, for job, for his work.
Yeah, man. So, how was it like growing up with this legend of a man?
Tough, very very strict. You know, he
The
was
bar must have
very.
been like set pretty high.
Oh, definitely. He was rough. Like, think about it. In high school, when you guys would call me, hey Kevin, let's go out, and then I'll always be at the chicken coop. I didn't know any better. You know, man, and you guys are always like, man, fucking, I'm gonna blow up that fucking chicken coop. You know,
Yeah, yeah. I
but
remember. I didn't say that. Other
I think
guys
Mike,
did.
yeah,
Mikey did.
I
Mikey
think Mike
did.
did. You know, but I wanted to come out, but I couldn't. You know,
Mm,
at that time, he was just so strict. You know, he didn't want me to play football. You know, he doesn't want me to. Even till this day, he still is really strict. You know, and
mm,
that's just how he was. He lived in that. Probably got it from the military, or
mm,
and it's just a, I don't know, Southeast Asian kind of thing, or the Asian culture in general. You know, all the
mm.
Asian parents are pretty strict. You
Yeah.
know,
A lot
my
of it's
mom is
like,
really,
yeah, a lot of it's like what you don't want to bring shame to the family,
yeah, hell yeah,
or
most definitely.
or I got this one a lot. Like the more the more sins you commit, the more bad spirits are gonna haunt us. And I'll be
Yeah.
like, Mom, fuck the spirits. I'm trying to get laid, man.
Yeah.
How else am I supposed to do this? I'm not gonna get laid from a spirit,
Yeah.
But it it's just the old way of thinking. And
Yeah, it is very old school traditional.
mhm,
And my mom was really lenient. She would want me to like enjoy life, experience life. And that's kind of where I get my temperament from. It's from my mom, because my dad, and oh man, like he's just really strict. You know what I mean? He
mhm.
wants me to become like the you know the typical, oh, be a lawyer, doctor, be successful. You need to earn money. Be a nurse. And I was just like, yeah, I graduated from college, with the AA, but I was still shameful to him. He's all, what the fuck you gonna do with the AA? It's just like he wasn't proud of me at all.
Mm.
And me growing up it was never enough to make him happy. So I don't know. He doesn't show us like that. He would care.
Mm.
I don't know if your parents did too, or what, but my
Yeah,
dad was strict.
yeah. I mean, obviously, I love my dad. He did a lot for me. He helped me out a lot when I was in college, but he's also a dick. And
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, a lot of dads are just dicks, and it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It's just kind of like how they are. Especially
Hmm.
our parents, being Asian parents, they were raised in a different time. They were raised in a different country, so they do the best they can to try
Hmm.
to make sure that their kids have the best future they can. And it's
Yeah.
sometimes it comes to at what it costs. Sometimes it costs us, costs us friends or costs us time to go do extracurricular activities.
Hmm.
And sometimes it costs like a smack to the face. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Or the clothes hanger. That's the clothes hanger is never fun, especially plastic clothes hangers from 99-cent store. Because once that
The
shit
fly
breaks,
the fly swatters, man. Fly swatters are
no, dude, the clothes hanger is the worst. Because when the clothes hanger breaks, it scratches the shit out of your skin. You know what I mean? Especially the cheap ones.
yeah.
Like I'll take the metal clothes hanger over the plastic ones because that plastic one, it's like it's a risky weapon. You never know when you're gonna break skin, man.
Yeah. But my dad was like, it's kind of fucked up, but my dad, like, when me and my brother used to fight, he would
Mm.
get hot bowls of water, and we would be on our knees, and we would have to sit on concrete, like our knees on concrete, holding those fucking hot bowls of water. And if we drop it, then we get hit by the fucking fly swatter.
Oh
You know,
man.
but yeah, so that was it's and then after that he put rocks down there, and we had to put our knees on it,
Mm.
you know, because we were fighting.
That
But
definitely sounds like a military thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
it sounds more like a military thing than hitting your
uh,
kids kind of thing. You know.
so after our first, one or two, like, fuck that, I don't ever want to do that again. So
Mm.
we would just like not, we will fight, but not in front of him, because we didn't want to get that punishment.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, man. I totally know. Like my brother Andy and we always fought, and it's funny because like one time we fought and then I ran away and then I went to the bathroom. In my head, I was like, all right, if I'm in the bathroom taking a shower, I'm safe. I was fucking wrong. If dad came in here, I was like, with a fucking vengeance, man. I was like, oh fuck. I can't blame anybody else. I can't be like, oh, Albert beat up Andy. Albert was fucking a baby, so obviously it was me because I was much bigger than him. But you know, they were just doing their best. They tried hard. You know, they're not horrible people.
Yeah.
They have
Exactly.
very high standards to live up to. So
Yeah.
it's difficult, man, especially with Asian parents.
Oh yeah.
So then, would you say your guys' relationship was solid, smooth? Was it
During my teens,
healthy?
yeah, during my teens and in my early 20s, definitely a no. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to enjoy like my life, you know, because I've been so, you know, like constricted under him where it's like I couldn't do anything, you know. So I rebelled. All my brothers and sisters rebelled. You know, we all did things, you know, always, you know, snuck it at night or, you know, partied every weekend or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, you know, now it's way better now, you know. I'm to that age where it's like, damn, I should have spent more time with him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's now it's good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking care of him, you know. I get to know him, you know, in and out, and I can talk to him like a man, or rather, him seeing me as a little kid still, you know.
Yeah.
So I understand where he's coming from, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? How our parents come to this country and they want us to experience all the things that they didn't have, and then when we get older, we were like, okay, well, let's us experience what it means to be Americans. You know, we're surrounded by American media. We're surrounded by friends of different color. We get to hear all this different stuff, and our parents still wants to bog us down with old school values or values from the motherland.
yeah,
And it's just hard, you know. You're trying to fight two different forces at once, like, and you're trying to find yourself in the middle of it,
mm-hmm.
and so it's hard. And you know, and then eventually, if our parents kept pushing us down, pressuring us, we're gonna explode, and then we just go on these. Our 20s become this blurry years of alcohol abuse, you know.
For real, it was, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was fun, you know, but I can't remember half the shit I done. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's all of a sudden it's like, fuck, I'm 30. You know, what the fuck did I do in my life? You know, like shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
But
definitely a
yeah.
disappointment.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if our parents, if they would have been more encouraging, or instead of giving us the hard love, if they were able to persuade us one way or another to do something instead of trying to force us, if things would have been different? How did you feel? Do you think things would be different? Your dad was a bit more nice?
Oh, most definitely. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell him all the time too. I'm like, why are you always yelling at me for it? He's like, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just trying to tell you. But my dad's voice is so loud and so like it's like your boss. You know what I mean? Always telling you what to fucking do. You know, you just rebel. You know, you don't want to fucking do it. You know, and if he would have explained things, you know, correctly, like, yeah, go be a doctor, go be a nurse, go be successful. You know, I mean, go do all this stuff. You know. You need money to survive, or you need money to, you need a good career to, you know, manage in the States, you know. But it wasn't like that. It was, you become a doctor, and then I'm telling myself like, fuck, I'm not even that smart. How the fuck am I gonna become a doctor or become this and this where I'm not book smart, you know? So it's just, you doubt yourself, you know. You're never too good, or you're never good enough for them. So
Yeah, and speaking from experience, it does do a number on your psyche.
oh yeah.
And it's weird, you know, like that kind of tough love. It affected my psyche where I was unsure if I were to complete something, or unsure of my certain abilities of things that I really want to do. But when it came to things that I didn't want to do, like tasks like with math, or just like a hard labor job or anything else, like I was so good at it. You know, just because I through all the strict rules and how my parents conditioned me. Even like I was watching this, I saw this meme. It was like something like, "You can't hurt me. I had Asian parents." It's fucking true. Like when kids try to fight me, I'm like, try to fight me. Then I had to fight off adults. You know, I'm fucking stronger than you.
Yeah,
Do
we
it.
used to
Do
get
it.
beatings. Yeah, we used to get beatings for a living. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
here's my daily beating. So all right, you know. So,
Yeah.
but my
Well,
parents
they
were,
were like daily beatings. They were just like, let's get this out there. Our parents aren't bad people.
yeah, they're not.
They're
Our
just
parents are,
they're old school.
they're also,
They're old school. I don't hate my parents for beating me.
yeah,
It's just what it is. What it is. And they
yeah,
never came home drunk and beat me.
yeah,
The
that's true.
That was the one thing. They never came home drunk and beat me. They never. And whenever I got hit, it was definitely something I deserved. Like
Yeah,
stealing money, beating up my brothers, stealing money.
totally,
Just stuff like
totally
that.
agree. You know what I
It's
mean?
like that's what it is. Yeah, let's all agree on that before people get kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. They're all like, fuck, man, the parents are so mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, dude, fucking, it definitely made me tougher as a person, man. I was like,
Oh yeah,
it's easier to handle your feelings in the world when you just get fucking berated at home, you
yeah,
know. But it's just the way Asian parents are.
yeah,
But it does do a number on your psyche, and it does affect
yeah.
you. So what did you want to do then? If your parents would have, if your parents would have been able to encourage you, especially your dad, what did you want to do?
Honestly, man, I wanted to go into like, I always loved football. You know what I mean? Football was our life, you know, back then. You know, so I wanted, you know, be a personal trainer, or be something like that. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
still can. You know what I mean? You know, the opportunity is endless here. But yeah, it's just I have to put everything on hold. You know, because I have to take care of my parents. But I don't know. You know, if people go to college thinking that they want to be doctors, but yet they become something totally different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm whatever that makes me happy. That's what I would have went for. You know, and at that time, it would have been, you know, something dealing with sports, most
Yeah.
definitely. Hmm.